Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Speed Gaming Daily. Today we have a Pedestal race going on for our 4 restream runners, who are Josh Bittner, Ken, Great Antibob, and Koi. And with me today on the comms is TJ, the Pie Guy. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. There's not much to say on the ped seed, but other than they need to get all 3 pendants and then go to the pedestal. So, yeah. Any expectation out of a seed like this? I know it can be like harder because it's items can be anywhere instead of just being mainly crystal dungeons.
Yeah. With items being anywhere, it will be a little more difficult. Routing is gonna be weird, but because you only have to get 3 of the dungeons. But in general, here we go.
There we go.
And
Start with a bow.
Well, use harnessable ticket.
And Era is a pendant, so that's a great start for that. That's an easy one to get.
Nice. Eastern was a 5/6.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Desert is a crystal.
Yep.
So that makes it easy. I mean, already one of the easier pendant to get, if because it's on in the light world. So we already have a pretty good start there. Then it's gonna depend on the others. They could find an item they need in GT if it goes really bad. Let's hope not, though. I would feel bad for the runners to have to go up to GT to find what they need to complete one of the last dungeon.
Yeah.
So far, right now, there's nothing on Cole and in the secret passage there, so we're now seeing Sanctuary from everyone, which is a small key. So that means that the Dark Crest is also open if they want to go up there.
So with early bits in the seed, where are they heading?
They're probably going to Kakariko. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cac, Losswood, maybe check Aga in case. Although some will opt not to do it right away, they'll wait for boots. It's usual. And then some bombs. Hey, bombs.
We are getting an Aga check though.
Oh, we do.
I believe it's just rupees.
Yeah, it looks like a blue rupee to me. And some more blue rupee. Oh no, it's a green rupee. Never mind.
Ooh.
So at least not for the item for Aga, but we could still need it for Dark World access. It's not dead yet. Lustwood so far is nothing.
It just looks like the heart container. And 5 rupees when you drop? Yeah, yep. 5 rupees.
Yes. And our first look at the density. So, chat asked about the 3 pendants for the ped seed. Yeah, so it's that easy. Just get the 3 pendants, pull ped, and the seed is over. Wow, Blind's house is pretty much empty right now too.
Yeah, nothing going on too much. Not a lot of great items yet.
This is an interesting CAC. I mean, usually you have something in Kakariko. Let's hope that the well does have something, because otherwise they'll have to start going into dungeons.
Yeah, and it's not very fun without a sword.
No, but they do have a bow.
They do have the bow, that is true. There's
gloves.
Gloves, interesting.
Quake.
Okay.
What else are we gonna find?
Book. Okay.
And the flute. I missed that, but there was a flute as well. So that's great for the runners, because I mean that's a flute right away. It means they won't have to come back to activate that. Good for going around. So that's good news. Now if they can find a bottle, then Kakariko is going to be cleared out and they won't have to come back. Let's see what else we have here. Bombs. So still don't have much to go on. The gloves and the flute itself right now doesn't do much for us. But they can actually go in desert. They could open desert and then go start checking it. Right? I mean, no boots, no fire source is gonna be a little bit iffy. They won't be able to complete it. Not that they will want to, but it's still 2 items.
Yeah, it is still 2 items.
Now we also found powder in the chicken hut.
Yeah, we're also gonna get a check over here.
The race game is bombs.
Okay. Yeah, pretty soon we're gonna start seeing a dungeon, which 6 minutes in, and unfortunately it's not gonna be Hera, which probably not gonna be Hera, which they need, but
Ooh, Maria.
That's big.
Nothing. That doesn't do much for us though right now.
No, I mean, not until we see at least Dark World.
Yeah, I mean, at least we have access to the mountain. I mean, it's 2 check. Well, 3 if you count the old man, and see what's up there. If they find mirror, then we can count on some more checks up there, but or the Oakshot actually. But definitely either mirror or Oakshot hammer to get to Era, so they can clear their first pendant. And yes, chat, TR being a pendant would be bad for the runners, because that means getting a lot of items to get to it. I mean, Swamp as well. Swamp is a little bit of an annoyance for a pendant run, because you still need flippers, you need mirror, you need hookshot. It's very annoying. Mini Moldorm had half magic and a shield, so nothing much there.
And we do have the Ether Medallion at the Old Man, and Great Auntie Bob already heading into desert, so
alrighty, we have Ken going to the back of Escape too.
Moon Pearl, wow.
And
Moon Pearl in desert.
And the back of Escape as a shovel.
That is a check.
So desert is totally necessary this seed. They'll have to dip desert, might not to go get that Moon Pearl. They can only get 1 item because the small key is on the torch. So that means it's boot locked. Hopefully there's nothing else there, otherwise boots are in our future. And Ken's already going to check that shovel, while Josh is going to Eastern. And it's a hammer for Ken at the shovel spot, at the dig spot. Do you know what that means?
I'm sorry, what was that at the shovel spot?
Hammer.
I do not remember.
That means that Aga is dead.
Oh, hammer! Oh god. Okay.
It's okay.
I was completely blanking. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're tracking and commentating at the same time. So please bear with us.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah, but no Aga, so it's not an Aga seed. They can go to the Dark World already. Well, once they grab everything, but the piece of the puzzles are there. So if you're hoping for Aga seed for chat, then it's dead. Alright, where is Ken gonna head out? Koi is about to get his... Josh is about to get his pearl, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Koi's flying over towards desert, most likely to get that that moon pearl that we know is there already.
Yeah, and then they'll have to get that shovel. Nothing in Spectacle Rock. And nothing on top. So... Oh, can opting to get that piece of heart. The 10 arrows? Yeah, the 10 arrows. I guess he's gonna go to Eastern now. It's the only reason I would think of picking up that 10 arrows.
Yeah. Let's see.
Seems like Josh and Great Antibob are gonna go do Back of Escape. They'll get their shovel. If they follow through with it, then they will get their hammer. We'll see if they decide to dip Eastern before checking shovel, though. While we're seeing Ken doing Agena and ignoring the Moon Pearl so far. Alright, he did not save and quit, so he is going inside. That's good.
Yeah. Antibob's going to go into that shovel location. Koi back in Back of Escape.
Yep, and Josh is also heading that way. So they'll all be in Dark World mode about at the same time. It's interesting.
It will be. Koi's going down 2 to grab that hammer.
Josh is heading for Hype Cave.
Ooh. Hype
Antibub.
Cave 13 minutes in.
Yeah. Antibub is checking already the bat. Surprising.
There we go. Look for pendants.
Alright, so green pendant in pod and the other pendant is in Thieves Down. That's pretty good. Hey, you know what that means? I mean, that's pretty sure that GT is dead now.
Yeah.
I think the 5-6 was Turtle Rock. I'm not entirely sure.
We can double check. Yeah, 5-6 is Turtle Rock. Alright, and so we know our 3 dungeons we need. We need Hera, we need Pod, and we need Thieves Down.
Yeah, and Josh found the first sword at Hype Cave.
Ooh. Boy, heading over there now. Great Antibot probably soon to follow.
A pedestal race, to answer chat, is a race where you need to grab all 3 pendants and go pull ped. That's it. That's all you have to do.
Sword.
So, pretty easy for our runners. And I mean, pod is already accessible and they can clear it because they have everything they need for it. The other one is Era. So Era, they need the hookshot or the mirror to get to it, and then Thief's Town is clearable already. So they're in a pretty good shape there.
Yeah, they're already less than 15 minutes in. It's a very good shape.
Yeah, it should be pretty fast. I mean, it depends where that hookshot or that mirror is, though. But we know it's not in GT because you actually need both of those to clear Swamp, and Swamp is a crystal. So that means it's elsewhere in the world.
Mm-hmm. Here we gotta look at the digging game on Koi screen.
And Josh is going to the village of Outcast.
Mm-hmm.
While we're seeing Grant and Bob following Koi's footsteps with the digging game.
Mm-hmm. I will say it makes it a lot easier when they are very close to each other.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier to track.
I mean, Ken is in desert right now. He stole the key from the back and is attempting to check what's in the big key spot. So did he? Oh no, he found the big key already. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the lamp.
There's the lamp. Okay.
What's in desert? Bombs. All right. So both the items in desert were found, and the most important one was the Moon Pearl. The other one is not necessary. Yeah, pod is in logic. Well, it depends where the big key of pod is, but yes, it would be in logic. We have Mitts and Thieves Down. We're seeing Koi following through with the village of outcasts, about to get his lamp.
Mm-hmm.
While Ken is cleaning up on his side, and then Great and Bob is getting potions. I have to wonder where he wants to go now, because getting potions at this time is a little bit early.
Yeah. So rupees.
Maybe he just intend to tackle Thieves Town.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because you do have Fighter Sword and only 6 hearts with Green Mail, so it's not bad to always have like a little backup. Just has a little bit of safety, but yeah, exactly. The
Definitely.
little catcher we're looking at one item.
Oh yes, GT and Swamp are definitely dead. Why did he go into bed?
Checking pet. Listen, you never know. Pets people have a very strange.
Alright, we are gonna have to ask him why he went to read bed.
I mean, it's just one race here. Mm-hmm. Well, he's heading to Dark World, so.
I mean, he's probably just memeing. Maybe he forgot that it was a ped race.
Haven't said the best of us. Alright, Anti-Bob also grabbing his lantern. So,
It's just Ken not in the dark world yet. He's still clearing up the light world. I mean, I can understand wanting to clear part of the light world, but at this point I would have gone through to the dark world, see what my pendants are, and then go for where the most items density is. Because, like, once you know that you just actually need a sword or two and then bookshot or a mirror, you don't need to go check Kai's Red Cave right away. That can wait. Pursue with the flute. The flute make it easy to get back to. Okay, he's gonna do his flipper check now. I'm questioning that routing.
yep, I'd expect pot as well, because we're only looking for that one item. Might as well look in your other pendant while...
I mean, you have a good chance to finding the item on the way.
Fire on an island? Okay.
Fire rod is not needed. It's a nice thing to find, but I mean, it's totally it's not useful at all. A death on Josh's side, unfortunately, on
the blind fight.
On blind, yeah, it's gonna be a setback there. I have to go all the way back and restart the fight, and it's not gonna be scripted anymore. That's gonna make it harder. Man on the bridge has a sword. Alright.
Okay.
So if Ken decide to go to Ice Cave, he will have a Master Sword instead, which is an advantage, for sure.
Yes. Yeah, it'll help out clearing the couple dungeons that we have in this mode.
I mean, it's gonna help the most with, well, with the Elma and Moldorm, because of course Thief Town doesn't require any type of specific sword to be faster. It's still 9 hit. But definitely it's gonna help out a little bit with Elma.
Right. Josh clearing out blind as Koi gets started.
And yeah. It's one pendant on the board. Ken is doing front of escape.
Alright. And Koi is grabbing his pendant as well.
To answer chat,
Ooh,
no,
flippers.
it's the goal is Pedestal, so you just need to get all 3 pendants and then go pull ped. That's it.
It is worth noting that flippers were on blind, so...
I totally missed that, thank you. I was looking at Ken. Because he's doing checks we haven't seen either, so I'm like...
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Alright, well... The water toes doesn't do much for us either.
Mm-hmm. Koi looks like heading over to pod now.
Yeah, that's the play I would do too. Go clear dependent dungeons right away and then search for that last item elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Josh seems to be following in his footsteps, so we should have 2 people in pod in about the same time. And so far, Ken has found nothing in Castle.
Oh no.
Yep, look, mirror for go. That's all we need to access Era.
Here we go. Anti-Bob. Picking up blind as well.
Yeah, so far, other than that sword, Ken hasn't found anything else out of his light world check. But he definitely can go to the dark world, so we'll see if he decides to do that next. No, it seems like he's going to Dark Cross. Okay. Pod is pretty dense for items, so we'll see where that goes for both Kai and Josh. Great Anti-Bob is doing some more Village of Outcasts check.
I guess while you're here, might as well get these out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, you would usually pair it with the Smith Chain, though, but okay.
Well, if they are just one. There's the odd mushroom. They are one item away from go mode, so I guess almost any location could have it.
That's fair. They're one or the other. Please don't go to Smith Chain right now. Okay, he's not. There is better checks to do right now than doing Smith Chain. I mean, unless the mirror is on mirrorless Smith Chain, like, there's definitely better to do. And then you still have the chance to find the Oakshot, which means you can go do Era. To answer chat, no, they already have the lamp. They found the lamp in the... It's too late. It's said. But they found the lamp on the chess game, and they know that the fire rod is on the island, but they don't need either of those to complete the dungeons they need. I mean, the lamp does put Pod fully in logic if ever the big key is in the dark maze. But they only need right now a hookshot or a mirror to be in go mode, because that's all they need to access Era, and then they can go pull Ped. We add pod access almost right away because they found that both super early. Well, actually, it was in Link's house, so super early. And then that hammer was in the dig spot, and the shovel was it was in the back of Escape, so easy to access to.
Unfortunately, there was nothing turning in the mushroom, so we're going to see the Smith check as well right now.
And Dark Cross was a red rupee, so that was not useful either.
Smiths just have a piece of heart.
And I did not curse the runners. Aha! It's not a commentary curse this time. We're safe. And now Ken is heading to Eastern. I have a hard time with this routing there. I do not understand why he's not headed to the Dark World yet. This is a good question. Why not go for the Dark World and then just check what your pendants are? Now he knows that green pendant is Pod, which he's hopefully realize he can actually do, because he has everything to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But why not having gone before that and doing all these small checks, out of the way checks that could have waited? Mind you, Pod right now seems pretty empty, so
yeah,
we'll see about that.
It's still something that you'd have to do, however, so...
Yes. And I mean, it's the green pendant, so once you've done with that, you just go turn it in, right?
Yeah. I suppose that's the route they'll take.
Most likely Josh hope to find the item on Elma, because you only need one hammer, the mirror or the hookshot, so he's hoping it's on Elma. He doesn't have to go clear the back, but he can always go back if he needs to. It doesn't take too long to go back to the back at this point and then just go check them. I wonder how Ken will do, though he's the only one that hasn't gone to Village of Outcasts and thus has no lamp. I don't know if he's comfortable with dark rooms.
We'll see. I mean, we know if he went and grabbed the lamp that this would 100% be in logic.
Yep. And he'll probably feel that once he realized that the lamp was pretty much accessible from as soon as he got access to the dark world. And Josh is just about to kill Elna.
Boy following soon after, as Antibob also enters pod, so
Everyone's in pod.
everyone's in pod. For long though, Josh is leaving.
Well, he might go back inside to go to the back. And it's a sword.
There's a sword. That's always helpful.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he would have liked to get that sword before, but yes, it is helpful. Alright, Josh, are you going back inside to check what's in the back? Yes, 6 check, but some of these will be a small key, and I don't know if we found both map and compass, so that will reduce the number of checks that the back will be useful for. So the back has 2 small keys, and then maybe some maps and compass. Josh will try to find the keys first, see where they are, and then go from there. Well, there's the compass. That answers my question.
Koi's heading over to Eastern, or at least Eastern area, so we can see what we get for the screen pendant. There is a bottle. Okay.
And an empty one at that. Not useful.
Yeah. We'll see where Koi heads out now.
Yeah, now that's the question, right? Where do we go next? What do we do that we can do, and it's going to be high density, so we don't spend too much time in dungeons, and then can try to get that mirror or that hookshot right away. Nope, they have not checked Zora yet. Waterfall hasn't been checked either. They found the flippers on blind, so they were ignoring the checks so far. Koi is showing us that Meyer is the Either medallion. That's bad. He can enter that.
Yeah. Chooses not to though. Looks like warps out.
I can understand that. I would avoid it too. It's 2 items. You don't want to go in there. Okay, yes, chat remind us that without boots or hook, they cannot enter. Well, they can still open it, but yes, I guess they would not be able to.
You know what? Yeah, that's
that's
fair. Listen, levitation may be discovered one day. That is not this day.
I mean, hovering is the thing, so...
It is a thing, but I believe for hovering you do need boots anyway, so...
Yep, they do. But the Koi is gonna go ahead and get some rupees out of Olahan to go for Zora, so That's in the future.
This Antibob is heading into Helmasaur.
And just getting the news that the green pendant was nothing.
Well, it's not nothing. It's one of the 3 we need for Ped, but...
I mean, it gave him no useful item.
Yeah.
Chad is discussing what is logically available right now and what they should go next. No, Eastern has not been looked at yet. No one has tipped it. They are avoiding dungeons. Swamp and is dead. Unless they find Bombos, Size Palace is dead right now. What else? Desert Palace has been checked. They found a Moon Pearl there. The second item was nothing. Eastern has not been checked. Pod has been completed. Thief Sound is completed. Skullwood has not been checked. So there's checks there. Meyer, they cannot enter. And TR is on the mountain. They cannot enter that either. So yeah, there's not much left, to be honest.
We saw from Koi Zora Ledge was just the bug net, and now we're checking Zora himself.
Just is about to follow through as well.
Just some rupees.
Yeah, tablets are dead as well. They require the mirror or the hookshot to get to, so they are dead. So yeah, we have Eastern, we have Skullwood, we have Pyramid Catfish. Did we miss anything else? I mean, no, because 2 items were found in desert, so there's nothing there for sure. I mean, unless we find boots, but King's Tomb is not. And yeah, the mountain checks have been done. We've seen all of Escape. Ken did that for us with the Dark Cross, so it's not that. Yeah, boots or bombos give us more to do.
Yeah, here we get Spike Cave by Koi.
That is something in logic.
Please don't die, Koi. Thank you. Let's see, we have rupees.
Okay, that's shortening everything we can do now. There's our either for Josh. No, Koi is gonna go to Iroh Castle, front of Escape, because he has not done that yet. Only Ken has. We already have both gains, actually. To answer chat. Yep, Catfish, Pyramid Ledge, and Eastern. Oh yes, in front of Skullwood. We keep forgetting about that. Alright, to set things up. Flippers were in Thieves Town, which is why Ken has not found them yet. He has not done Thieves Town. He's not done anything in the Village of Outcasts, actually. Ken pretty much did all of the Light World checks, save Zora and Waterfall Fairy, but we've seen that from other runners. We have not seen Skullwood front Eastern at all, save Saz Closet and Pyramid Ledge and Catfish. That's pretty much where we're at now. And Purple Chest, yes, but Purple Chest is just so annoying. And only Great Antibob has done the Smith Chain. I started it, so they need to do mirrorless Smith, which I think guess none of them wants to do. Yeah. HS give us go, mirror give us go. It's the only thing we're looking for right now.
Anti-Bob and Koi. Koi just finished, looks like checking escape. Or at least you're taking Death Warp now to finish it. Anti-Bob's starting.
He guess he's gonna go check Dark Cross. Josh is doing Dark Cross right now. I'm guessing Josh will die at Dark Cross and then just war back in to finish the front.
Pyramid Fury is dead, yeah.
Yep. Pyramid Fury is totally dead. Yeah, no, that's Swamp is dead. You need the mirror to access Swamp. And then nope, no mirror, no Swamp. And if you find mirror, you're in go mode.
So out of all these locations, where would you be more likely to check? At least start.
And there's Ken finally going to Hype Cave. He will find a second sword there. And a bottle.
Yeah, so Zai, unfortunately, while Ped is dead, it's also the goal, so...
So is Ped really dead? Nah.
Is Ped really dead if we still definitely need it?
But we can tell you that GT is dead, though. Because at this point, to get to GT, you need to do Swamp, and Swamp requires the 2 items we're looking for to be in go mode, so... GT is totally dead. So is Aga. So there's nothing.
Boy went and grabbed his 3rd sword from the man under the bridge.
That it was Ken's first sword. Ken is missing the sword in Thieves Town? No. No, it's on Elma. Yes. And Joss raiding in with a party of 5. Yes, Lumberjack was a red rupee. No, it's a green rupee, sorry. But it wasn't
19 rupees. 19 rupees. Here we go. Koi heading into Eastern. This is one of... I guess hopefully the only dungeon we might have to see besides Hera.
I mean, this was available from the start because the bow was in Link's house. So this was pretty early on. Might have been in Logic from the... well, was not on Logic till we got access to the Dark World, though. Due to the lamp being in the chess game. But... if the mirror to Ukshat is in there, that would means it's been sitting there for quite some time.
Yes. Which, I understand, routing, you do not want to go to any additional dungeons, so you might as well check what you have. It's a 3rd bottle from Koi. Whoa.
Oh, and we see Josh in Skullwood, too. Alright, let's see. That's 2 interesting places at the same time. Small key for Josh in that first check. Another small key. It's not a good start.
Hookshot on Moth.
That would require the mirror to get to the fire rod, though, so we would not kill Moth. It's dead. Like, the Moth is dead.
It still could be there.
And that's the big key, so Skullwood was keys so far. We found all 3 small keys and the big key. Fire Rod is on the Lake Ilia Island, so totally dead. We won't be getting that.
Because to get to Lake Hylia Island, we need the mirror, and if we find the mirror, we are already in go mode. So there would be no need to head there at all.
Josh is having some problem with his bomb jump there. There we go. Nope.
Ooh. Believe in you, Josh.
Just a little bit further. There we
There
go.
we go.
And bombos. Oh no. It's the thing you did not want to see. Guess what?
Okay.
Ice Palace is now open.
Oh no. There's still time. Hold on, Koi is checking the big chest. Shot! Hookshot is in the big chest of Eastern Palace.
So Eastern was the answer all along. Oh
There it
god.
was, yeah. Which was on ever since we got Dark World access.
Oh god. That's terrible.
Well, unfortunately, there will be no hookshot on Moth today.
But we would have known. Alright, I guess Great Antibob is about to follow through with finding that oak shot.
Yes.
And Josh is heading to Ice Palace.
Oh no.
That's pretty bad news for him.
The mirror could be there still.
That's true.
Alright, Grant Antibob also gets his hookshot, or their hookshot.
Can't just grab his mitts out of the Thief's Town.
Mm-hmm. Since Quay doesn't need any items, and they're just gonna try and head over as quick as possible. Nice. Mirror interior on last chest on Laser Bridge.
That's possible. I mean, Mirror can still be anywhere at this point. Save in
Can still be
GT
anywhere.
or Swamp. So.
Yep.
Or on
There we
Mod.
go. Alright, and Koi finishes Para, which is his third and final pendant.
And now a quick dash to the ped from Kikuriko, and then he's gonna be done.
Yep.
Alright, Josh has gone out of Ice Palace, found nothing of
Ooh.
interest,
Where's he going now?
and he is heading to Eastern. Thank
There we
God.
go.
That's what he needs to do.
So, Great Antibob did actually read the pedestal hint, which we'll ask about. It did indeed just say goal, which was really funny. I don't know what I expected. Oh, it said you win. Alright. Here's Koi. Grabbing that Master Sword.
And GG's to Koi for placing first on the restream and third with a time of 48 minutes and 18 seconds on the race time, the GG room. First to finish was Joss at 41 minutes and 14 seconds, and Jeffy at 46 minutes and 47 seconds.
Here we have Josh going to Eastern, as well as Great Antibob grabbing that final pendant.
Yeah, three of our runners that's going to be finishing pretty close together. Ken is still finishing his first pendant dungeon here.
And
at
here we
no
are joined by
loss.
Koi.
Hello.
GG, Koi.
GG's.
GG. Terrible seed, awful seed, the worst seed I've ever played.
Was that because of the hook shot?
Yeah,
in?
no, it's so frustrating when this situation happens, and it's very common in rando. But like, I feel like I'm being punished for finding the thing I was actually looking for by not finding the thing that I was gonna be looking for later first, right? It's like in the early game, I'm like, okay, where's Darkhold access? Where's Darkhold access? I don't even know where my pendants are yet because I haven't found Darkhold access. And where do I go? I go to where the Moon Pearl is. I go to where the hammer is. Yes, I saved so much time by not going to Eastern. And then later I find out that it was actually faster to not find Darkhold access and go to Eastern first, and then find Darkhold access right after.
Yeah, pretty much. That resumed pretty well
Yeah.
the seed.
When Joss finished, that I knew it had to be Eastern at that point. Like there was nowhere else it could be. I was prepared to last locate it, but we had to metagame a little bit for that one.
If you want to have some comforts there, you would have found Bombos in Skullwood,
Yay!
and that means Ice
go to
Palace was
Palace, yeah.
So I don't know what's the worst in there, but at least you did not go up there.
In the meantime, Great Auntie Bob also finished and also is joining us. GG's.
GG's.
GG.
And we have a forfeit. Ken has forfeited on his side.
Okay. So, Joss, the lamp was in test minigame.
Right.
The swords were in, let's see, there was one under the bridge.
Yeah, Helma and Hobo.
There we go. Yes. All right. Here we are joined by Ken as well. GG.
GG.
Alright, where is the hookshot or the mirror?
It's the place you almost went. Eastern. Hookshot is an Eastern big chess.
I tried to do Helmet Shot in the dark and died a couple times. Then I found a lamp in Village of Outcast.
Was I muted?
Yes, you were.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, GG's.
GG's.
Pod early would be a pretty tough call, even with the sword. Like that's a really risky place to go on Greenmail low hearts in the dark.
Yeah. Auntie Bob, I just have one question. So early on in the seed, you checked Ped?
Oh, that was deliberate. I said
okay.
If I get the book early in this seed before it started, I said I was going to go check Ped just for the memes.
Okay. Just for the memes. Okay, fair enough.
You win.
Yeah, pretty much.
I went ahead and checked it right before I pulled too.
What I like to do when I'm blind pulling Pedestal is I switch to the book and I walk up to the thing and then I hit A instead of Y. So everyone thinks they're about to see what's on Pedestal, but haha, I fooled you, it's Ancient Hylia.
Right. Well, that Eastern hookshot did not help anyone almost. Here we have Josh also finishing up Hera. That'll be their third intent.
So yeah, we were wondering if they're like we understand that the easiest way to go with this is to just go about and do dependent dungeons. But were there any points you guys wanted to like dip crystal dungeons before being in Hookshot or Mirror Go mode?
Well, the only one available was Eastern before that. And like the reason you don't necessarily go straight to Eastern is because half of it's not even in logic, right? And whenever you're looking for the next thing, when you're looking for Darkhold access, it's a lot more likely to be in places that's in logic than out of logic. This seed was just, a big slap in the face because the place that you didn't want to go was the place you should have gone, even though it didn't have the thing that you wanted to find.
I had a lot more in logic because I found the mitts. it wasn't very nice.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's like you find Dark World access before you find the hookshot, and now there's like a million places where the hookshot / mirror could be. Where if you find the hookshot first, there's very few places where your Dark World access is going to be. So even though that's the only thing you're looking for, it's the last thing you want to find.
And Josh has just finished on stream, so GG Josh, and he should be joining us shortly as well. There's GG Josh. We've just joined by Josh.
GG. Yeah, just go beat Eastern Palace out of Logic, forehead. Be done with the game. I'm like,
I know.
Right?
stupid. Once I started metagaming when I saw that Joss GG on taking the whole lobby win. I started metagaming when I saw their 41. I'm like, okay, either, they push progression hard like I'm doing, so I'm on the right path, like here in, pod, and then maybe let's go do some, later unlocked overworld just for a whole bunch of, free quick checks. And then I kind of realized as, Cheffy and then you, Koi, finished, I'm like, okay, nah, that was about the point when I realized I was an Ice Palace. I'm like, nope, I need to just go to Eastern, and sure enough.
Yeah,
That
I
was the
metagamed
answer.
as well. Like, Joss finished when all I had left was, Front of Skull and Mirrorless Smiths and then Pyramid Catfish. I'm like, okay, well, did he do those things or did he go to Eastern? I bet he went to Eastern. So I dropped what I was doing, went straight to Eastern when I saw he finished.
Yeah, and I'll forever live with, I have a reputation for loathing going to Eastern when it's not required. So, the likes of Aaron and others can roast me some more for this.
I'm
debacle.
on your side, man.
No, I get it, because
I
it's
was
so...
never going to Eastern. I was going to last locate it until I saw Joss finish.
Yeah, ooh, I nearly cursed on Mike, but I was going to say, it's such dog crud to do Eastern early with no boots, no mirror, no nothing.
And it's not even, completely in logic either, so, you're
Yeah,
sequence breaking to things that cannot be your Dark World access.
Yeah, I felt great I got my Moon Pearl at about, the 24th minute. And then I was like, well, should I do pod? I have access to pod right off the hop, but should I be doing pod in the dark like this? Or should I go to Vu first? And I went to Vu and instantly got the lantern, and I was just like, aha!
I did the same. I didn't want to die in pod, and I thought that's
I know.
If I go to pod, I'm gonna die. It's gonna happen.
I know. With no money and no way to fuel up on bottles or anything like that, because you literally had no money beyond the entry fee from Kiki. You're just like, so let's go to Vu, and I'm like, yeah, pretty much right away. I got the lantern from Chess Game, and I'm like,
I didn't even have money. I had to go I Houlihan to get into pod.
Yeah, it was definitely a case of my decisions were validated. But yeah, once I beat I could have saved a whole bunch of time. I started hedging in pod. I could have used my one key to beat the boss and not clear the back at all, but I was thinking, well, I'm looking for
you run out of keys then.
Yeah, I know, you would have to go the long way. I'm like, wait, I'm gonna key sanity myself.
Yeah.
Be one of those situations.
It's so frustrating,
great.
right? Because it was such a great dungeon to go mode, but you had to do Eastern first.
Yeah, oh man, that sub half an hour was just big chillin' right there if you did that play. Because you would have the hook to move around. I don't know. I never found boots, so
no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, that could have been such a even more jet than it was. A little unfortunate, but it is what it is, and yeah, so GG's to you, Koi, and Great Antibob, and to Ken, all for playing. Yeah, today is my third rando anniversary. I had a wonderful idea on this day 3 years ago to download my first ever seed and play it. It took 7 hours, 4 minutes. And I'm gonna replay it after a short dinner break.
Awesome. All right,
See
yeah. Well,
what
thank you so much
it
for the
was.
race room. I gotta head out.
Thank you, Koi. GG again.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's basically all I got. Cool hobby that I stumbled into 3 years ago because we couldn't go outside.
Yeah.
And here we are. I host a tournament in the community, and I've made some MSUs and good times. But
Well,
yeah, I was gonna say I think that does it, eh?
Yeah. Any
like
other words about the seeds from all of you?
Nope, pretty easy peasy if you really wanted to. If you had things go your way, you could have, hit the sub 40 at least. I think this is the second fastest seed I've ever played. The other one was a Trinity that I played against the Daddy Gamers and Ken, where I sub 40 that I hit like a 39-30 on that one because I hit 8 Triforce pieces.
Every ped goal where Ice Rod is not behind Moldarm 2 is a good one.
That's right.
All right, well, GG's guys. I think I'll head off too. Thanks.
Yup. Cheers, y'all.
GG's.
Dinner break. And if you want to see me probably do better than a 7 hour and 4 minute, just at Twitch TV, Josh Bittner, and you'll see me like half hour. I'll be online again.
Yeah, I do invite all of you to follow our great runners if you've liked the show they've put on today. The links are in the chat. And thank you again for participating in the restream and in the daily race. Best of luck, Josh, with your seed and not taking 7 hours.
Yeah, thank you all for crewing this. It's always a big ups to everyone that comms, restreams, tracks. We can't do it all without you, and it's something that, when Boots Tournament launches up soon, there's going to be so many races. It's going to be impossible for speed gaming to get them all, so if you want to try your hand at restreaming or any other, kind of crew roles behind the curtain over here, we'll be really willing for you. There's going to be tons of opportunities for you.
Yeah, if you are willing to help us out with comms or tracking, please do so. Just join the main Discord for ALTPR and the Speed Gaming Discord, and you'll find plenty of opportunities to help out the community with streaming these races and putting the shows on. There's opportunities everywhere. Yes. But yeah, that's it for us today. I hope you enjoyed. The next daily race is tomorrow at 7 p.m. It will be an open 6-6 fast Ganon seed. That means that they will only need 6 crystals to open GT, and to go kill Ganon. But fast Ganon means Ganon 2 is not required to go kill Ganon. So that's tomorrow at 7 p.m. And yeah, I don't have anything else tonight for us. There is no other Link to the Past races planned on Speed Gaming tonight. And that will be it for me. That was I'll invite TJ to give us the last words.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching as well. Josh, thank you so much for a great closing remarks as well. If you would like to assist with tracking or commentary or anything, please join the Speed Gaming Discord. In addition, if you want to try out the randomizer yourself, the ALTTP Randomizer yourself, just head to their website. There are plenty of resources to get you started with tracking, commentating, and playing yourself. With that, though, one final GG's to all the runners. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, or today, or time zones. And thank you guys for joining. We will see you tomorrow for a daily.
Cheers, y'all.
All right, bye guys.
Good night, everyone.